Welcome
to
Those Two Chicks with the podcast.
That was weird.
I know.
It's
been a long time. And then I was trying to think of a song. Oh, Backstreet's back. All right. I was trying to think of a song where they say like back.
Right.
And it took me a minute.
What's the one song?
I don't know.
Baby Got Back? Is that?
I mean, we could do that.
Is that a song?
I think so.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. I just think of that Nicki Minaj song where she remixed, I think, that song you're thinking of. And the guy goes, little in the middle, but you got much back. That's always what I think.
That's the song we're using.
You know? I can't think of any more. How you been?
Who's back?
Back again. Again. Those two chicks. Back again.
All right, now I feel better. I knew I was missing one song.
I feel like there's more. I feel like there's one that's like in this part of my brain and I can't reach it.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to reach it.
No one can. I think that's where my knowledge is.
So your kids liked your fun pancakes?
Yeah, so I made fun pancakes today. Which like I'm not like we always have breakfast. But I'm not like an elaborate breakfast kind of person.
Okay.
So
What does that mean?
Like, I feel like some people, like, on parent TikTok, like, make their kids crazy-ass shit for breakfast.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, oh, you want cereal?
We might have milk.
I'm like, you want a little whipped yogurt? Here you go. Like, they always have something in a fruit, so at least I have that going for me.
Okay.
So I'm not, like, horrible, but, like, I'm not like, let's make shaped pancakes. But I did that today. And they liked it.
Oh, good.
They're not really, I'm just trying to get creative because they're so picky, but the thing is, they'd like the shit if they just tried it, you know? Or like they've had it before and they loved it, so I'm like, just you fucking eat it. So,
right. They forgot that they liked it?
Yeah, so I'm just trying to do fun shapes, or like for Lincoln's lunch and stuff at school, I'm like doing shapes for his sandwiches.
Yeah.
And it's working. So I was like, well shit, I'll make him some little cute little, I know his name's not Baby Yoda. That's what my kids call him. What is it? Gorgu?
Yeah, let's call him Gorgu.
I'm pretty sure it's something with a G. I don't know. Whatever. So we made Baby Yoda pancakes. And he eats frogs, so there's a frog shape too. Yeah, so Lincoln had the frogs and Sissy had Baby Yoda. Because she likes Baby Yoda. I don't know why.
It was a
thick. It was thick. I made some
Baby Yoda.
I made some thick pancakes. That's probably why I'm so full.
Oh, probably.
They were only like, I can't do it. They were probably like this big. Sorry. I was like fumbling with my fingers to try to show her how big this circle was.
I was trying to follow.
Well, because I was like
so
trying to do this, but I'm like, well, my fingers can only make that big of a circle, so I got to use both hands. But then I was like, but that's not a circle, that's a B. So I got to circle both hands. It's been a while.
I'm up to date now. Yes.
Yeah, but whatever. So they weren't that big of pancakes. But
they were thick.
They were thickums. So I ate like 1.5 chocolate chip pancakes.
And they were chocolate chip?
Fucking chocolate chip. And the kids had blueberry.
Wow.
And then I had just a half a cup of milk. Milk. Because I never drink milk. Like, milk is only good with certain things to me. So
I just never drink milk.
It's not my jam, typically. But with pancakes, I don't know what it is. Oh. It's so good with pancakes, especially chocolate chip. And I'm just like,
Surprised your kids like blueberry.
Yeah, they love blueberries. They're just like fruity little kids. They love fruits. I don't know.
They should be like on their own little commercial.
Yeah.
Fruity little kids.
We're just fruity little kids. They do. They love fruits. Yeah, I don't know. I got a new cup from Walmart.
I was gonna say, that looks new.
Isn't that cute?
What's its name?
So guys, this is a studded matte baby pink. Listen, ASMR. Nice and studded. Very, but it's like, it's not like hard matte. It's like, it feels like, it's hard, but it looks like it's like made of like silicone. Like, it's just nice. It's just smooth. So I think I'm gonna name her Lana. Like a Lana Del Rey. Because I feel like Lana Del Rey is like classy and smooth and like, sometimes sad. Like, that's a Lana. No, I don't know, because then when you just say Lana, it's like,
You have to call her Lana Del Rey.
Okay, then we'll call her Lana Del Rey. Because that sounds better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or she's like I don't know, she's got to have like a soft, like, French name.
Let's just say Lana Del Rey in a French accent.
Lana Del Rey. Like that. Baguette. Je suis Lana Del Rey. It's perfect. Okay.
Where's your tablet?
I didn't charge it. Hey, you didn't charge yours last time. We haven't recorded in like 3 weeks. More? 3 weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks. So this is going to be a bonus episode.
And we're going to catch you up on our lives.
Yeah.
And what's been going on?
I've had a rough 3 weeks. So actually, on August 1st, I found out I got like a dream job.
Yeah.
So exciting. And then that day my throat was kind of scratchy. And I remember I said to my mom, I was like, fuck, like my throat is scratchy. I hope I'm not getting sick. Because I'm like, oh, I'm going to start this job. And she's like, oh, you're probably just, stressed out because we've been like super busy. And that's true. Like when I get really tired, it just like run down. You made me lose my yawn because you made me laugh.
It was perfect timing.
Just thinking about tired made me yawn.
Like,
But yeah, when I'm like stressed out and I'm doing a lot, I just get run down and my immune system is like trying to go into overdrive and I just feel like poop. So I was like, okay, I'll be fine. No. Listen, I played my Cityscape game that night and I was like in such a good mood. I was like, I got my dream job today. I had a therapy appointment. I'm just click-clacking away, making my city. And then I got into bed with Lucas and I was like, oh my God, like my hands and my feet are so cold. Like, everything else was fine, but my hands and my feet felt like ice. And I was like, Jesus, I'm so cold. And so I got, like, multiple blankets, and I was covered up. And then I don't know, I couldn't get comfortable. I couldn't get comfortable that night.
Yeah.
And then by, like, 1 a.m, I felt so fucking weird. So weird. Like, I was cold, but I was so sweaty. And, like, I got up to go to the bathroom, and I felt out of my body. Like, really out of my body. Like my arms were floaty, and they were hot. So I was like walking through and we sleep in the basement. We've got a finished basement. So it's like, it's usually kind of cold down there. But my arms were like, it almost felt like my arms were like steamy, like going through the cold air. It was fucking weird. It was so weird. Well, it turns out I had like 104-degree fever and I just didn't realize it. So, like, I texted my mom at, like, 3 a.m. This is before I even realized, like, what was going on. I was like, listen, I feel so shit. Like, you have to stay home from work and help me with the kids because it was a Tuesday. And so she did, and I was just miserable that whole day. I've never had such a bad headache in my life. Like, it was just weird because it was, like, right in the front of my head, and then there was, like, dull pain through the back of my head. But I couldn't even, like, rub my eyes because they felt like someone had been, like, punching me in the face.
Ugh.
Like, they were, like, bruised, it felt like. It was so weird. It's like, when you have a pimple in a weird spot and it gives you, like, I don't know, like, I get some on the side of my head or, like, on my eye and you, like, touch it and it's just, like, such a deep, like, stabby pain.
My eyebrow.
Yeah.
I
like,
have one hidden in there. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it felt like that, but on my eyelids.
Oh.
It was fucking weird. I've never felt that. So, like, I couldn't even, like, because then my stomach started hurting, too. So I was trying to lay in a way where I wasn't going to puke. But I couldn't have my face on my pillow because my eyes hurt so fucking bad. And no matter how much medicine I took, like, it made the fever go down, but, like, the pain would not go away for a solid 2 days. It was fucking miserable. I had COVID. Took the test that day, found out I had COVID. And then, so Lucas stayed home the next day, helped me with the kids. Then both my kids got sick. So we're all puking. I still feel like shit.
Right.
And I'm so tired because I couldn't sleep those few days. Then we had a really horrible fucking storm and our power went out. And so I was like, I didn't know what to do because you can't stay. Like, we could go in the basement and it was kind of cool, but then it's so fucking dark. Like, we only have the one escape window. So, like, we use our lights all the time down there. And then the kids' tablets died. Mm-hmm. And when kids are sick, they don't want to fucking do anything. So, like, they want to lay there and watch their tablets and have Pedialyte popsicles. And we couldn't even open the freezer. So, luckily, we found another place to go to. And we were good. Well, then I start to feel a little better, but still, like, out of my body. And I didn't have brain fog the first time I had COVID, but they say, like, you can get really bad COVID brain fog. I think that's what it was, where I felt, like, out of my body. And so I start to feel a little better, like, enough to kind of function, and then Lucas gets sick. And Lucas is sick for, like, he did, like, the 10 days. And so did I, but I could function towards the end. He could not. I had to take him to the emergency care, and he had to get an IV because he was so dehydrated. It missed a bunch of work. It was just awful. It was like the worst fucking 2 weeks ever. And then, while I was sick, I was so sick that I forgot to take my anxiety meds, or like I took them at weird times. So then I got super depressed. Like really depressed. Like I haven't felt like that. Like I didn't have any withdrawals, which a lot of people say they have with Effexor, but I don't think I do because I take like the lowest dose possible.
Okay.
But all I felt was like my emotions were just like so out of whack. I also had my period. But it felt different. It wasn't
wasn't enough, let's just give you a period as well.
So I had COVID, no power, period. I started to get depressed. And like usually I feel like a lot of people get like emotional with their period. Like I just feel like, low energy, just kind of sad and everything. But this was a whole other feeling of like, I don't enjoy anything right now. I don't want to do anything right now. I'm so tired. I don't even want to get out of bed right now. Like it was like bad. And I told my doctor like, I just missed I missed one dose, and then the other doses I was taking at weird times. And she's like, no, you can't do that. Like it's gonna mess with your, your whatever. And so I was like, oh shit. Well, there you go. So I'm not missing my meds again, no matter how sick I am, because that was fucking horrible. I love my meds. I love Effexor. So then whatever, I started to feel better. Like last week, I think I messaged you because I was like, I feel like myself again.
Yeah.
And I really did. Like it was just weird. It was a really weird time. Started my job, just training until Lila's in daycare.
When your son started school too.
Yeah.
It was
my God.
Everything at once. It felt like.
I totally forgot about that. So then. It's been a rough month.
Yeah, no, it has
so then
been.
I was anxious. I have anxiety and general anxiety disorder. Like I'm a very routine person. And I'm not like a person who's like, me, I like live in chaos. But I'm a routine person in the way of like my kids and like what I'm doing day to day. Like through the week, Lucas isn't home, so this is what I'm doing with the kids. We have a schedule. And I follow it, that, like, it just makes me comfortable.
Right.
Like, I'm going to be home today. I'm going to have this time to, like, unwind and decompress and, like, whatever. Well, that all got thrown out the fucking window because I was starting my job and Lincoln was going to school. And he had weird start times because it was the first week. I had never gone to that job before. So it was just all, like, a lot of new stuff. And it really wasn't bad. Like, we had a great week and it felt good. And I really loved my new job. It was just, like, a lot for me to handle. All at once. And I think, too, after having that little depressive episode, that it made it even worse.
Does Lincoln like school?
Loves it. But he doesn't want to go back right now.
Oh, okay.
He loves it. Like, he was so excited the first few days, but I think he doesn't realize that, like, dude, you're going to be there 5 days a week, which he went to daycare before. He went to, not daycare, he went to preschool. And he went 4 days a week.
Okay.
And a little bit longer of hours too, depending on the day. But he's been home for 3 months. But it's just cute. He just seems so like grown up. Like it's weird.
I mean, I understand. I think when I was in school too, the first week's fine, and then you're like, I have to keep coming back.
And he was whooped. Like I picked him up. They didn't have school on Friday. For the first few weeks, they don't. So I picked him up Thursday. He had dirt all over his face. From playing outside and dirt like on his shirt. He was sweaty because it was hot that day. And he got in my car and he was like he had like little zombie eyes. He was so tired. And he ended up getting a headache. And he took a nap for like 2 hours that night.
Fair enough.
And then still went to bed early. Like he was just done. But it's so good for him because like one thing I've been dealing with my kids, and parents will understand, during the summer when you have small kids or kids that are like school age, they're so bored. You can do the same thing every day. They're like, take them outside and do something, whatever, activities, whatever, and they're still going to be bored because they're at home with you. And so this whole week, and when they're bored, they get naughty, is where I was going with that. But this week, since he was at school, he's been so good. Oh, so good because it gets his energy out. His mind is being challenged. Like, he has fucking Spanish class. Like, what the fuck?
That's what I was like. I feel gypped.
He has Spanish.
I never took Spanish that young.
Technology. Like, on his school list was a pair of headphones. Like, over-the-head ones, whatever, with a plug. For his technology class. They use tablets. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
I loved computer class.
Me too, but he's not even in kindergarten. He's in young fives.
Right.
Like, so that's where I've been. So sorry I haven't been around for... I don't know. Well, I guess it was only 1 week. Was it 1 week of episodes, or did I miss? No, I missed two.
Two
because
weeks.
we skipped last week.
Yep.
And so, like, I was just at the point where I wasn't over the podcast. I was just over any activity that I didn't need to do to survive or, like, take care of my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously I was sick the 1 week, but the second week, that's when I was so depressed. And I was like, I don't want to do anything because nothing brings me joy right now. And I don't even want to get out of bed. And I'm so stressed out. Not stepping away from the podcast, but I had to for a second.
Yeah.
To, like, gather myself. And I'm starting to learn that, to, like, not, like, because I feel like you need to push through or else you're considered, like, lazy. I have a really bad problem with that, feeling lazy. Like, I feel like I have to be up and doing something. I can't just sit down and do something I enjoy, like playing that game. Like, that's new for me. I had to be like, no, like, it's okay. You gotta take a step back for a minute and just gather yourself. And then you can jump back in with more energy rather than struggling through and not giving it 100% and, like, I don't know, feeling good about it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So.
No, you need to give time for yourself.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's me. How about you?
Well, I guess I probably should state the obvious. I'm pregnant.
I forgot you posted on Facebook, so now we can talk about it.
I know.
Woohoo! Guys, you know how long we've talked about it, or I've been wanting to, like, say something about it. I'm like, shit, we can't yet.
You knew when I was, like, 3 weeks.
It's been a long time.
And it was only because I was really nauseous in the beginning. And I knew I had to say something because I didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Recording. So far, I've been pretty good, though. Nothing bad. I just have to have snacks sometimes.
Yeah. Which I get, which is why I kind of think you might be having, I don't know, I can't tell. I feel like you might be having a boy.
Okay.
But you're definitely having symptoms of, like, what I had when I had a girl.
Right. And then I thought, so it's so weird because I like, right now, it's really anything salty, sour foods.
That makes you sick or that you like?
I love.
Okay, yeah.
I don't like anything that's, like, super sweet. That one sounds really gross to me.
Yeah.
But my nausea is so random. I don't have, like, really bad. I know, like, everyone had, like, super bad nausea. They're like, couldn't even leave my house. Yeah. It was terrible. I've never been at that point yet.
Good.
I
never had that either. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, so I'm like, I'm grateful for that. Like, I don't have it all the time. But I'm only 15 weeks right now.
Yeah.
But that also meant I was doing a musical this whole time.
Yeah. Shit's rough in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, pregnancy is hard in general, but the beginning, I felt so lifeless the whole time.
So
well, that's when, like, you're creating all the organs and, like, you're creating the baby, and then it grows from there. But, like, that's why you're so tired. That shit's rough.
I know. And everyone, like, when they found out, they're like, so you've been pregnant the whole time, like, before auditions. I was pregnant. And they're like, you did a whole show? I was just pushed through.
Yeah, that's good.
But this weekend...
But now you need to chill, remember? We're not going to always push.
Right. We're chilling now.
You need to chill.
Though yesterday, we went thrifting.
Ooh.
For all baby stuff.
Cool.
And that was really cool because I got a bunch of things.
Yeah.
And then my family gave me a bunch of things, too.
That's cute.
I don't know if I'm having a boy or girl yet, but...
So, yeah, we just wanted to tell you guys, like, where we were and, like, what's been going on. And I
needed a break, really. From just doing the musical and being pregnant... I was exhausted.
Yeah.
And we did the Merry Moment episode, but that was my excuse of having something, but not having to do...
They were really funny, though.
Yes, and that's why I asked my mom. I was just like, Mom, I'm really stressed out. Can you please just come over and film? Because you were sick with COVID.
Yeah.
Like, your whole family was down.
It was horrible.
So I was like... But I don't...
Whole house, down for the count.
Right, and so my mom's like, I'll do the history of the Regent Theater. Oh, we can talk about this.
Which
and
was
I did.
really cool. I really liked that. She did a great job. And your mom
she
always...
did.
Everyone always loves your mom. She's just so funny. And I really appreciate her.
She's very excited about the grandchild. This will be her second one.
Yeah.
But she is pumped.
Oh, I bet she is.
She's up crocheting a storm.
Oh, that's so cute. She's so cute.
I know.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, I never want to get to the point with this podcast. I mean, maybe if it ever blows up, which is what it is, I'll treat it more like I have to do this every day, like a job, because if we're, like, making money off of it, I'm never going to be like, fuck the listeners, you know?
Right.
And, which I don't feel that way anyway.
No, because it's super fun.
It's fun for us right now. And sometimes when you take things that are fun for you and you make them no, you have to do this and it has to be this time and it has to be this day and has to be this way, it takes the joy out of it. No, and it's like I don't want it to be that way. And I see all these like still on those fucking Reddit boards, and I don't even mean to. Like shit just pops up now about these other podcasts, and just people are so critical of like anything that they do, and which. To an extent, people should be held accountable for, like, mistakes or whatever. I don't know, whatever. But when it's just, like, like, there's one podcaster I listen to who has kids around my age, and, like, their kids get sick, so they miss something, or, like, I will never, I'm going to say this now, for the people that listen, my kids will forever come first, and I will never get to a point where people are mad at me because my kids are sick and I have to miss something. I will be
and that's the same thing, too.
Not doing it.
I mean, you shouldn't, like, your kids, I mean, I'm saying, yes, I understand your kids, but also putting into effect, like, your family, but yourself.
Yes.
Like, I think that's the biggest thing that we really needed to break because, I mean, we both have generalized anxiety.
Yeah, life's
we both
been
take
crazy.
medicine for it. We're both, we're both struggling, okay?
Yeah.
We feel better now, but it just took a minute for us to say, you know what? We can take a week off.
Yeah.
And hopefully you guys understand. And if you're mad at us, we're sorry, but there's nothing we can do.
Lucky right now because I feel like the people we do have who listen, and like a lot of them are people who, know us or they know someone who knows us. And it's like a very supportive, small listener group. And we're really lucky right now that we can do that and not have like a backlash. I'm just scared if it ever does blow up and like we do have to be flexible and that if that could happen, then whatever. I'm at the point where I'm going to say like, if it gets like that, I'll be like, fuck you. Like, I don't care.
No. We just can't even really look at that stuff. Though.
No, and I won't.
I think we already told ourselves, like, we can't look at the negative.
No. I'm just, because people don't understand it. And a lot of the time, it's people who, like, aren't very family-centric who are like that, who will complain about things like that. We're establishing that now. We will never feel bad about having to put ourselves or our family first. Yeah. Like, we have to look out for us. First.
Which will already happen because I'm due in February.
Yeah.
But we're going to batch episodes and everything.
Yeah.
But just so you guys are, like, on the journey with us.
Yeah.
That you're with my pregnancy.
Yes. We have a...
You know what? While I'm in the delivery room, let's just record a podcast.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
Like, well,
I'll live broadcast it. She's at a 7 right now. The epidural might be coming in soon. We don't know. We're going by the birth plan. I'll just be like broadcast. It's fine. It's crowning. The head is crowning.
I want you to deliver it.
Ah! No.
But on the podcast?
No.
Like, oh, God.
I draw the line. I don't want to see any fifis.
No.
I don't want to see that.
No.
I don't want to see any buttholes. I already know because I've been through childbirth. It ain't pretty. And I remember, like, the one doctor with Lila, and I get this as a special moment. I just get so grossed out by bodily things, and it's horrible. But, like, he had me pull Lila out of myself.
Oh!
And I was like... Because I was screaming because it hurt so bad, and he's like, calm down, grab her. And I was like, I was like, no! And, like, he made me, like, with my bare hands, I pulled her out of me.
Ew.
And you could feel it coming out. Like, you could prepare, it's coming.
I'm pulling out my own baby.
Where are you? Oh, no, you're not going to the same doctor as me, so
no.
you probably won't have that. Well, maybe you might.
Then
they put her on me with cheese on her.
I'm going to put that in my request.
Don't make me hold it.
Don't make me pull up my baby.
So, yeah.
I got to tell you something, though. Just because now I can finally say things I wanted to say about my pregnancy.
Yeah. What?
All right, so one time, my nausea kicked in. You know the story. That I haven't been able to say anything.
Are you going to tell them?
I'm going to tell them. Okay. So, I had an acai bowl. It was delish, okay? I was having those for like a couple of days, and I was fine with them. I really liked them in the morning. And then I had one, and I was on my way to work. And I got so nauseous. I'm like, I think I'm going to throw up. And there's a meat factory. And across the street is like this abandoned parking lot that a lot of police officers will stop there. And so I pulled in, opened up the car door. I just threw everything up. And I'm facing a meat plant. Of course, all these people are walking into work, and I'm just throwing up. Well, apparently, I have a problem.
You had the meat sweats?
Yeah.
At a meat plant?
I had the meat sweats at a meat plant. And I threw up so hard, I shit my pants. And I was like, did I just shit my pants? It's like, oh my God. And I was so embarrassed, so I called my husband. And I just called him. I was like, Jordan, I shit my pants. He's like, what? I told him where I was. He's like, what are you doing now? I'm like, I'm driving. Because I feel fine now.
Did you go home?
No.
Emma!
I didn't. I just continued on with my shitty pants. But luckily, I brought change of clothes.
Oh,
I didn't have
okay,
that much
good.
farther to go. So I was like,
Okay,
I'll just
good.
go. I feel fine. Because I was running late.
Yeah.
I was already going to be late.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't have time to go home.
Change my shit pants.
Change my pants. So I just went there. They have a shower.
That would be a very uncomfortable
Yeah,
drive.
so I took a shower. I brought extra clothes anyway because I
Good.
brought, like, my event clothes. And then yeah. So I shit my pants. And then, my last story here. So, obviously, I had my blood drawn, almost passed out, but I made it because I do not do well with needles.
Yeah.
But I had to have a pap smear.
Okay, yep.
Because I was due for one.
Yep.
And the lady said the weirdest thing ever, and I have to tell you.
Oh my god, I'm kind of weirded out.
Oh, you should be. She was a student.
Okay.
Okay, that's what they asked me. Like, hey, is it okay if my student is in here performing anything? I'm like, I don't care. It's either you see my lady bits or she sees my lady
whatever.
bits. I don't
At
care
that
at this point.
Yeah, now that you're pregnant, everybody's
I'm
gonna,
already half naked right now,
Yeah.
so I don't care.
Yeah.
So she's doing the pap smear, and then she said the weirdest shit ever. She said, "You have a nice vagina."
Oh!
That was it.
Oh!
But she was from Africa, so
Oh.
had a really cool accent.
Oh my-
But I was just like, what?
I'd be like,
but
flattered. Thank you.
I was like, thanks, because I had my mask on too.
Yeah.
And I was like, thanks. But I like,
Thank you.
what?
Like,
guess
that's
what?
weird.
It came back perfect. So
No STDs for you.
no, or cervical cancer.
Or cervical cancer. STDs can lead to that. So please get your pap smears.
I actually was scheduled for a pap smear.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened,
Oh.
and they shut it down, and then I didn't get rescheduled.
Yeah, I'm like crazy about those because you hear those nightmares where like someone skipped one and then they have like stage 4 cancer.
Yeah.
So I don't miss those. Scares me.
Get them done.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you have a nice vagina.
Thank you.
That you made it through.
Isn't that weird?
I have to tell you something.
Okay.
I shit my pants when I had COVID.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And that was the first time I told Emma this story. The last time I shit my pants was in high school when I was really sick. And
What grade were you in high school?
I don't know. I was probably like
'cause I knew you junior.
sophomore, junior.
Okay,
I don't know.
I knew you junior.
But I was really sick. And I was wearing lace underwear, and it was like a Play-Doh fun factory. But this time I shit my pants, and I wasn't wearing any underwear.
right.
So it got on my sweatpants, and I had to go. And then I was too sick to do laundry, so I just sat in my hamper in a different room for a while, covered up under a bunch of other dirty clothes.
Yeah.
So that was even more miserable, too, when we were done being sick. Or I wasn't even all the way better. I had to do fucking laundry.
Shit your pants.
And shit my pants. So, I mean, shit your pants and be proud. Moral of the story. But we just wanted to do this just to catch up and let you guys know where we are.
Yeah.
Give you a bonus episode because you haven't had content from us in a little while. And we are changing up our recording schedule that we're super excited about. First of all, it's going to help us. That's what we're most excited about.
It won't change anything on your end.
No. Other than you are definitely going to have content more consistently.
Yeah.
Like, it'll actually be there. We're just going to batch on certain days now that I have daycare and stuff. So
We were doing weekends, as you guys kind of know, because we were talking about it
Yeah.
in some of our episodes, and it just isn't
not
practical
working.
because
Like-
we only can meet certain days and
Right.
certain times, and then it's like, well,
it's my true crime this week, so you'll have that. It'll be tomorrow for you, and then Friday we'll have a conspiracy episode. So it'll be fun. Join us if you want. If you don't, fuck you. I don't mean that. Love you, baby.
what we do.
Kisses. Anyway.
Okay, let's wrap this up.
Bye.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed hearing about my misery and Emma's baby. I don't know.